Mm. Oh man, sorry guys. Sorry, my apologies, man. Oh man, my apologies. My apologies, man. Mm. My, my proposal for the globe. Shorty called me saying in December, but guess what? My wallet's got messed up. Autograph blessed up. He said, "Come on now, dog." Yo, man. Yo, man. Whew. Oh man. Yo, man. Mm. Man. Mm.
More than 140 shots fired in a Northeast community, sending bullets flying Wednesday night. Families with children having to run to safety. More than 140 shots fired in a Northeast community, sending bullets flying Wednesday night. Families with children having to run to safety as cars, homes, even a church were riddled with gunshots. 7 News is gathering new details tonight about this shooting and the ongoing investigation. Now, this happened near 15th and Benning Road in Northeast. Our D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley shows us how this crime is costing families in a community where residents tell us they are already struggling to make ends meet.
I spoke to a mother who's just trying to make ends meet for herself and her son, but she says now for the third time her vehicle has been shot up, caught in the crossfire of shootouts in her neighborhood. And now it's costing her money she does not have, not just to fix her vehicle, but to also put back the pieces of her life again. This is not fireworks. Only 7 News obtained this video of more than 140 bullets.
Look, homie looking. He looking for where the bullets coming from. Come on, homie. Y'all too desensitized to this stuff, man. They too desensitized. They just like they looking around the corner to see where the bullets come from. Most people would have hit the ground, man. Most people would have hit the ground. This fool looking around the corner like, damn, where that's coming from? Who is that?
This is not fireworks. Only 7 News obtained this video of more than 140 bullets shooting between the Pentacle, Benning Courts, and Aziz Bates apartments owned by the Horning brothers in Northeast.
Every time I look at that hole, it freaks me out to know if I was sitting in my seat.
I spoke to a mom. One of the dozen vehicles that were hit was hers, on top of the church and the homes that shots flew through.
So it was shot in the backside, right here and down here. The bullet came through on this side, came through to the seat belt, which put a hole in the seat belt, through the dashboard, both sides, and then went through the back seat.
Had you been sitting in that front seat, you would have been.
I would have got hit. I would have got hit, and it would have killed me, but they took me out. Instead of me trying to pay rent, I'm gonna have to pay to get my car fixed. I don't have the money like that. I don't make a lot of money.
This mom was recently impacted by the federal layoffs and now by the impacts of this shootout.
Deposit for the rental car, you gotta pay the deductible for your car, and you still gotta just pay the taxes and everything. So it's charging me everything I have.
She said one insurance company dropped her because there were too many shootings in her neighborhood.
This is actually the third.
Insurance company dropped her because it was too many shootings in her neighborhood. I was telling you about that. I told you about that last week. That insurance, oh, they got insurance, man. Fuck that shit. They got insurance. They'll be all right. They got insurance. They'll be all right. Nah, motherfucker. Ain't no they got insurance. Nah. Insurance don't like black zip codes. If the zip code is too black, insurance companies don't like it. Insurance companies do not like black zip codes. If my insurance can't breathe, god damn.
First time my car was shot, the first time was through the window, the front window, into the seat, and went into the back where my child sit at. And we got out the car 3 minutes before the shooting happened.
What's your biggest fear?
Getting killed. Or one of my kids get hurt.
Police are still looking for upwards of 4 suspects that were involved in this very large shootout that impacted multiple families in this community. For now, reporting from the DC Bureau, Felicia Ashley, 7 News.
Let's turn to events in Haiti now, where
we can come back to Haiti, man. We can come back to Haiti.
With a mom and her 2 daughters recovering after being shot by their neighbors. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Eric Perry. Fox 5's Alexa Liaco is live outside Grady Memorial Hospital.
Mom and her 2 daughters shot by their neighbor. Now, the neighbors probably may get arrested, may not. But if the neighbor get arrested, he's definitely getting a bond. He or she's definitely getting a bond, and they'll be home the next day. But now when you limping back up to your house and shit, you gonna see your fucking neighbor, your black neighbor. This is how niggas is too. Let me tell you how niggas is. That black neighbor, they not gonna try to avoid you and shit. They gonna want you to see them. The black motherfucker, boy. Niggas are a motherfucker. Niggas are a motherfucker, man.
With the mom and her two daughters recovering after being shot by their neighbors. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Eric Perry. Fox 5's Alexa Liaco is live outside Grady Memorial Hospital, where they were taken. Alexa, walk us through how all of this unfolded.
Yeah, police said, Eric, that this started as an argument between these two different groups of women and escalated into a violent shooting. We spoke with a bunch of neighbors who were too scared to go on camera, but they said that this shooting was the culmination of days of fighting.
You notice whenever it's something involving a white person, niggas is never scared to go on camera. Press 1 if you notice that. When the beef include a white person, niggas never scared to go on camera. Never. Niggas never feeling fear and retaliation when it's a white person in the beef, man. Never fear and retaliation.
That this shooting was the culmination of days of fighting.
We try to get people to call us first before it gets to this point. However, like today, it just boiled over.
Officers say just before noon Saturday, 3 women were shot in the parking lot of this complex on Middleton Road by their neighbor.
A lot of the crimes we have out here, there's known parties, so they all know each other.
A 45-year-old and her 2 teen daughters were injured. Neighbors who were too fearful to go on camera tell Fox 5 the chaos unfolded when a mom and her daughters had a verbal altercation with a woman who was trying to jumpstart her car.
It happened right between those.
That a verbal altercation with a woman who's trying to start her car, jumpstart her car. So she might have been in their parking space. The woman who's trying to jump her car might have been in their parking space. I hate to say it, but these women who got shot may have been the instigators. May have.
Cars that are right from the building within the tape.
Neighbors say that woman then went into her apartment, retrieved her gun, and shot at the 3 women. Purses, shoes, and clothes are still scattered on the ground. 2 victims are now in stable condition, and 1 is in critical condition at Grady Hospital.
We responded quickly. We got everybody calm down. Like, we have a lot of family members that are still here. And you see how calm we had the scene right now. So we got the cooler heads to finally agree to just chill out for right now.
Even hours after the bullets went flying, officers were at the shooting scene serving search warrants in at least 1 apartment. Many neighbors told Fox 5 the shooting was just the latest incident between these 2 families, and many in the complex say they're scared for their safety. Officers say this could have been prevented if law enforcement was called to de-escalate the situation.
It could have been prevented if law enforcement was called to de-escalate the situation. You hear these niggas? It could have been prevented if law enforcement was called to de-escalate the situation. Yeah, law enforcement call and then you niggas cuss them out and disobey all their commands. And next thing you know, y'all talking about police brutality, man. Fuck you niggers. Press 1. Fuck you niggers. You niggas gonna be talking about police brutality if law enforcement come and try to de-escalate the situation. You fucking apes.
Many neighbors told Fox 5 the shooting was just the latest incident between these two families, and many in the complex say they're scared for their safety. Officers say this could have been prevented if law enforcement was called to de-escalate the situation.
Yes, please call us first before it gets to this level of escalation. But of course, this, there's nothing we can do about these if they don't want to.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Of course, this, there's nothing we can do about these if they don't want to get us involved.
Police did say they had one person detained at the scene, but they did not arrest any charges, or did not announce, rather, any charges that person may face. And they did say they do believe more than one person in the end will face charges in this incident. For now, live at Grady Memorial Hospital, Alexa Liacco, Fox 5 News.
Alexa,
Yo, you niggas are apes. You're ape people. Like, y'all aren't even real people, man. Not like normal people. Y'all like an ape subspecies, man. Shout out to Barry B, man. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, ape species, man. An ape species. There's a bunch of fucking apes, man. Ooga boogers and shit. Running around with guns and shit. Don't know what the fuck they do. Don't understand them. Don't have no respect for them. Look at all this shit, man.
New at 5:30, a story you'll only see on WGN.
Business owners address the recent mass shooting outside the restaurant in River North. WGN's Sean Lewis has that story.
More than 3 weeks since a deadly drive-by shooting in River North.
And they're trying to just figure out what's next for us.
The owners of Artist Restaurant and Lounge are speaking on camera for the first time.
You know these two bitches. You know it's like, oh, white people this, white people that. The systematic structures of microaggressions have kept us down. We couldn't even get our restaurant because we wasn't white. If we was white, we would have got a bigger restaurant. Yada, 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 yada. You know these two women are woke. You know they can't stand white people. They talk. They can't. They hate white people. But they starting to understand why white people don't want to be around niggas. Look at them. You can tell they not hood rats either. You know what I'm saying? You can tell they not hood rats. Try to open a restaurant in the hood, and that service black people. This might not even be the hood. It might just service black food. Like they might sell like high salt and sugar and fatty food.
And they're trying to just figure out what's next for us.
The owners of Artist Restaurant and Lounge are speaking on camera for the first time. About the shooting that killed 4 people and injured 14 others outside of their shop just after 11 p.m., July 2nd.
It was a good night. It was a great night. Nothing to say that it would, the end result would be what happened. Absolutely not.
Oh, How many niggas was there? What was the nigga ratio? Was it more than 3 niggas there? Was it a rap was it a hip hop album release party for some bitch that had been making fun of dead niggas? Was it a hip hop album release party for some bitch who had been making fun of dead niggas, dead gang members? I ask you again, was it a hip hop album release party for a female drill rapper who had been making fun of rival dead gang members? Hey, there was no indication that anything would happen, man. Everything was good to that point. And to the point bullets started flying, everything was perfectly normal. Was it a hip hop album release party for a fucking female drill rapper who had been making fun of rival dead gang members, mocking their deaths? It was just a normal day. It was just a normal night. Nothing unusual. Salute to Jimmy Fields, man. Wasn't sure if you were gonna make it tonight. Shit, man. Listen, I had already put the alert up, man. If I didn't put that alert up, if I didn't already put the notification up that I was going live, I definitely wouldn't have came on tonight. I did what I had to do to make it, though. I did what I had to do to make it, man. Just a little bit of patience, man. Thank you guys for your patience, man. Yeah, if I hadn't put that notification up already, I definitely wouldn't have made it tonight. I had to make it, though. I made it, man. I'm here. Salute to all you guys for your patience, man. Appreciate that.
p.m., July 2nd.
It was a good night. It was a great night. Nothing to say that it would, the end result would be what happened. Absolutely not. Nothing.
The restaurant played host that evening to an album release party for Chicago recording artist Mellow Bucks. A record label had reached out to the couple to use their space, which opened in April.
When you have things presented to you as a new restaurant, and as an LGBTQAI space, you are honored when someone that has...
Oh, shut the fuck up. As a new restaurant in an LGBTQI space. In an LGBTQI space. Listen, you knew that this was a very violent crowd. You knew this was a very debaucherous crowd. You knew these niggas think that death is funny. You at least knew that, bitch. You at least knew that these niggas think death is funny. I'm not trying to say that the other people who she mocked on her album on her album were saints. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they probably didn't hurt gang members from her neighborhood. I'm sure they did. I'm sure the people she mocked on her album, their deaths may have, shot or killed people from her gang. I get it. But I don't want to hear the whole, well, we're LGBTQI space, so we're just happy to have any kind of business. Stop it. You laid down with these fucking dogs. You lay down with these fucking dogs.
Use their space, which opened in April.
When you have things presented to you as a new restaurant and as an LGBTQAI space, you are honored when someone that has a hit song out with another artist that you absolutely love.
You love the other artist that she has a hit song out with? Oh, bitch, I don't feel sorry for you. Because his ass makes fun of fucking dead people too. And his lyrics is just one long fucking nigga goddamn carol. Nigga carols. Just one long debaucherous, degenerate nigga carol. You love him too? You love that nigga? That nigga hasn't said one thing that wasn't about killing or murdering or shooting or fucking a bitch, and you love him. Miseducated. This is Miss White people are microaggressing me. White people, structural, systematic institutions have held me back from reaching my full potential. White people this, white people that, white people this, white people that. White people want their own community down there in the South, and I think that's terrible, and they're racist for that.
Opened in April.
When you have things presented to you as a new restaurant and as an LGBTQAI space, you are honored when someone that has a hit song out with another artist that you absolutely love has a song out, and you're like, absolutely, that would be cool to be able to host something like that. We were just giving her a space like we would give anyone else a space, because that was what our mission was.
We were just giving her a space. They use all this woke terms. We were just giving her a space like anyone else would give her space. That was our mission was. So your mission was to host gang members' album release parties. Violent gang members. That's your mission. Wow.
Because that was what our mission was.
Their mission, they say, is to be a welcoming place with good food and community. Violence was not on the menu.
We were closed. Everybody was moving outside of the door. We were just cleaning up. The bar was cleaning up. So when I heard it and the proximity, that concerned me. And I saw the bullets fly by. I saw like 4 or 5, and I said, get down. And she kind of turned around to look to see what was happening. And I yelled at her again, Brandy, get down.
It's scary.
It's completely traumatic. Completely traumatic.
I can't hear cars backfire without jumping, and it's startling me right now.
It is safe to say that this venue was targeted.
We will not rest until there is full accountability.
And while the investigation into the shooting itself continues with still no arrests made, the artists feel as if they are being targeted by...
No arrest made. You got 4 people dead, 14 others shot, and what's this, a month later? No arrests have been made. So that means that the niggas are not cooperating. The niggas who got shot are not cooperating. And these HBCU degree holders are starting to realize, yeah, maybe these are not really our people. Maybe we're a little bit different than these people. Because we like listening to nigga jigaboo, degenerate rap, but we don't like living it. We love shaking our little prissy asses to gangbanger gangbanger carols, but boy, we really ain't about that life.
Full accountability.
And while the investigation into the shooting itself continues with still no arrests made, the artists feel as if they are being targeted by some in the city.
If you're planning to operate a restaurant, you don't host rap album release parties that are catering to known gang affiliates.
Unfortunately,
Hear the white man? Hear the white man? They're going to call him racist. I promise they're going to call him racist. He don't understand the culture. And he's racist. He's racist because in our neighborhood, you have to be a violent gang member because of institutional racism. It's really this man's fault. You know what I'm saying? This white man throwing rocks and hiding his hand. He caused them to be like that, and now he's criticizing them.
Restaurant, you don't host rap album release parties that are catering to known gang affiliates.
unfortunately, we weren't surprised
we knew
at
that
all.
it was coming from that particular person.
We knew it wasn't surprised.
We knew it
weren't
was coming.
surprised.
We appreciate.
See, look, he racist. They about to play the victim. He racist.
If you're planning to operate a restaurant, you don't host rap album release parties that are catering to known gang affiliates.
Unfortunately, we weren't surprised
We knew
at
that
all.
it was coming from that particular person.
We knew it wasn't surprised.
We knew it
weren't
was coming.
surprised.
We appreciate Mayor Brandon Johnson for saying that it is not the business owner's fault, because in the Black and brown community, we are blamed every single day for things.
I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you.
To operate a restaurant, you don't host rap album release parties that are catering to known gang affiliates.
Unfortunately, we weren't surprised
We knew
at
that
all.
it was coming from that particular person.
We knew it wasn't surprised.
We knew it
weren't
was coming.
surprised.
We appreciate Mayor Brandon Johnson for saying that it is not the business owner's fault, because in the Black and brown community, we are blamed every single day for things that happen outside of our establishments.
Yeah, because you just hosted. Yo, the whole album is mocking dead gang members from one of the most violent gangs in Chicago. That's what the whole album is. Literally making fun and mocking dead gang members from a very violent gang. Mocking the deaths of them. Like, bitch, are you crazy? They trying to be all above the fray and shit. No, bitch. It ain't the white man's fault for calling you out. It's your fault for having that shit at your fucking restaurant. And it's the niggas' fault for being niggas. Try to pin this all on the white man who said something. And play the victim. Black and brown spaces. Them fucking brown people hate your fucking guts, you stupid whore. Press 1. Them brown people in Chicago hate these niggers' fucking guts. They don't want you marrying their daughters. They don't want you moving next door to them. From black and brown. Where the fuck you get this stupid ass black and brown shit from?
If they are being targeted by some in the city.
If you're planning to operate a restaurant, you don't host rap album release parties that are catering to known gang affiliates.
Unfortunately, we weren't
We
surprised
knew
at
that
all.
it was coming from that particular person.
We knew it wasn't surprised.
We knew it
weren't
was coming.
surprised.
We appreciate Mayor Brandon Johnson for saying that it is not the business owner's fault, because in the Black and brown community, we are blamed every single day for things that happen outside of our establishments.
Some things still have not changed. And it's very evident and clear from the statements that were made. Some things just happen.
They more mad at the statements that look at them. They're more outraged by the statement that white man made, that a couple of niggas came up to their restaurant, shot 18 people, killed 4 of them, and are still just walking around. They're more upset about what this white man said. Press 1. These bitches they've got more indignation about what this white man said. You can't tell me these black women don't worship white people. They worship white people. This is worship.
The owners of Artist Restaurant and Lounge are speaking on camera for the first time.
A great night. Nothing.
It was a great night. Now think about it. The motherfuckers there with the album release party mocking deceased gang members who died in shootings and other shootings in the city. So they're mocking dead gang members who died from gun violence in the city. And they're celebrating it with an album release party. That's just fine. Everything, listen how she describes that event.
Second.
It was a good night. It was a great night. Nothing to say that it would, the end result would be what happened.
Second.
It was a good night. It was a great night. Nothing to say that it would, the end result would be what happened. Absolutely not. Nothing.
I hate these niggers. Press 1. IFHTN. IFHTN. I fucking hate these niggers.
The views expressed by Ak do not necessarily represent those of the members of his panel. A lot of hard R's tonight, man. Hard R's tonight.
Yo, a lot of fucking fucked up shit too, man. I mean, I really hate to do it. I like to use the A, the GGA, but goddamn, man, this is. You see all the shit that happened. Like I mean, like look at this shit. Look at what they're saying. Look what she's saying about an event.
I heard what she's saying, Ak, and as a glider, as a white man, I've been listening to these black women speak. I've been listening. That's what I came here to do. I want to listen to these black women speak. By the way, I guess they didn't know this, but turns out pride flags aren't bulletproof. Who'd have thought?
No, not at all. Listen to how they talk about the event that they literally caused it.
You have things presented to you as a new restaurant, and as an LGBTQAI space, you are honored when someone that has a hit song out with another artist that you absolutely love.
She absolutely loves this shit.
These people make me fucking sick.
They're talking about literally laughing on wax. They're on wax, laughing and mocking rival gang, a violent gang, who their neighborhood has murdered. People from her neighborhood has murdered in the street.
Well, Aka, as a glider, I want to apologize because I know that somehow I'm responsible.
You are.
Deaths.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
and
you
and
kind
your
of are.
apology not accepted. Apology not accepted,
That's
motherfucker.
okay.
Yeah, y'all should have never freed the slaves. I swear.
I'm telling you. And then listen to what she talks about the white man. The white man just dropped regular, basic common sense, and now look at the tone towards the white man.
Some in the city.
If you're planning to operate a restaurant, you don't host rap album release parties that are catering to known gang affiliates.
Unfortunately, we weren't surprised
we knew
at
that
all.
it was coming from that particular person.
We knew it wasn't surprised.
We knew it
weren't
was coming.
surprised.
We appreciate Mayor Brandon Johnson for saying that it is not the business owner's fault, because in the Black and brown community, we are blamed every single day for things that happen outside of our establishments.
Some things still have not changed. And it's very
That's how you know their food sucks.
from the statements that were made.
That's how you know their food sucks at that restaurant. When they're talking about Black and brown community, you know their menu just sucks. It's just a mess of textbook liberation food, garbage. Lesbians.
Talking about,
by the way, the LGBTQIA community, not known for observing all health standards and bylaws. I don't know if I want to eat in that restaurant.
Right.
Fuck around and catch monkeypox.
When the white man said something, the gloves came off. The niggas who did this are still just walking around. The people that got shot have not cooperated with the investigation. Your insurance, you're not necessarily in the Black neighborhood. You're kind of like downtown or River North, but still, like, your next insurance claim is not going to get, and then they might not give you this one because they know you cater to Black people. You might have to come out of pocket for this or GoFundMe.
Have not changed. And it's very evident and clear from the statements that were made. Some things just haven't changed.
For now, they say they are rethinking.
For you, because something had never changed.
God.
And something had never changed. Yeah, you niggas shooting and killing each other. That ain't never changed.
It's like I see what the alley looks like. Yeah, no shit, it's never changed.
Well, that brings up an important point, though. I think that guy that we think is responsible and racist for saying that, he may not be. He might actually just be someone who can see a pattern when it just happens again and again and again and again. He starts to make deductive reasoning, logical deductions. Like, if you have a party at a restaurant where you're celebrating the release of an album of someone who has spent the last 6 months or to a year mocking dead ends, you don't do that when you're trying to run a restaurant. Maybe if you're trying to run a club, if they had a dance floor, maybe. And then you'd have some security out front. But if you're just trying to run a lesbo restaurant where they're serving terribly bland rice dishes and seaweed, you don't host that kind of party at your restaurant business. He may not be racist. He may have seen the pattern, because the last 9 times it's ended in shooting.
It's
just 9 times.
Insane. It's just insane, man. Like, these women are absolutely fucking insufferable. Like, they're horrible people, and they feel like, oh well, yeah, we got a white man to dunk on, so yeah, they wipe their hands with it. A white man said something, oh yeah, but it's things haven't changed since the '60s, and it's like, oh man, salute to my man D from Boston. Yeah, salute to D from Boston, man. He said, just turning in. Check your email regarding Detroit in case you didn't catch it. All right, we're gonna get to that, man. Shout out to Big Larry, man. Big Larry in the building.
Made. Some things just haven't changed.
For now, they say they are rethinking their home, their business future, and they are going to take time to spend with their family.
I'm a Winter Park mom with 2 kids. This is not our norm. This is not what we want. We may move. We may stay. We don't know.
We'll do
All I
it.
can say is I pray for the people that lost their
To
lives.
who?
I pray for the victims. I pray for us. I pray for our staff. I pray for everybody that was involved in this to heal.
Your nigga prayers don't mean anything because you don't make them. Let me tell you something. When a nigga say I pray for you, that nigga ain't pray for you. That nigga don't pray. Niggas just say that shit. She ain't sat down and said, "Dear Lord," turned off all the music, turned off all the TV. "Dear Lord, please bring solace and grace to these." She ain't done a second of that. That bitch have not prayed for nobody.
And even if she did, it's just gonna be some witchcraft sun god that she's praying to.
These niggas are absolutely insufferable.
All right, we're getting an update on the mass shooting in Northeast Indianapolis. IMPD is about to give a press conference. Do we have that shot up? Let's listen in.
Are you ready?
What's going on?
Just after 4 p.m., officers of the IMPD district, East District, responded to a report of a person shot in the 3900 block of Horn Nickel Drive. Those East District officers arrived, discovered what we believe to be a male. He was transported to an area hospital listed in stable condition. Shortly after, IMPD received another call about 4 individuals that showed up at an area hospital, all with injuries consistent with gunshot wounds. Those officers gathered information as they arrived at the hospital, working with our Community East Hospital, and the investigation turned out that those individuals were injured here at this in the 3900 block as well. Our aggravated assault detectives, they've arrived on scene. We're still trying to canvass the area and piece together exactly what occurred. I can tell you that 4 individuals were inside of a vehicle and 1 individual was outside of a vehicle, and an exchange of gunfire occurred. For some reason, some type of disturbance occurred. We don't know what the background of that is. Obviously, our detectives are canvassing the area, hoping to speak with witnesses and so forth. What I can tell you,
Jesus Christ.
I thought we'd be talking about that mass stabbing, and yet here we are again with another mass shooting in the stand.
Yeah, that mass stabbing was like 50 years ago.
Talking about that mass stabbing where that sun man pulled the gun. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That
Was it a
50
sun man?
crimes along.
It was a sun man who
stopped it.
Yeah, stopped it.
The one from yesterday.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, with the main event, man, I kind of got into a little argument with I believe a glider queen over the incident. And I'm just thinking to myself, I can't believe you're over here. I'm pretty much talking about how I don't feel sorry for gliders that think they could just have a fair fight in front of a bunch of feral sun teens, and they're basically saying, "Oh, look at your mentality. Look at how your mentality is when you got a white person that's not scared to swing first." I'm like, oh, you're a fucking idiot.
So the white dude swung first, right?
Well, I don't even know if that's the case, but that's just it was just
That's
like
what
the conclusion was drawn.
Yeah, that's what blacks are saying. Because I've been hearing that. Well, he and then it's like, I don't know, man. I don't believe nothing niggas say.
I didn't even like watching the video, so it's like I only watched it one time. So the little clip that they're talking about where the dude swung first, it was probably like a 20-second clip, and so whatever. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but.
Where does he swing first? I'm trying to see where does he swing first.
There was another video before this one, or it had happened probably about 5 seconds before.
But what happened before that? What happened 5 seconds before that? So a white dude just came out here and hit a black dude. What happened before that?
Man, I don't know. I didn't look at it. I just saw somebody posted it.
My boy's drunk. Look at how much fun niggas are having. Look at the fun niggas are having. Listen. That alone, if this was reversed, races were reversed, and a white person was having that much fun watching a black person get, the Democrats would win the midterms. You could literally just tell everybody to stay home for the midterms. Because just give it. They would be like, we're not even voting on midterms. We're just giving every seat to the Democrat. If this was racially reversed, press 1. If the races were reversed, they would just say, we're calling off, we're closing all the polls, and we're just granting all the seats to the Democrat candidate in the midterm.
Yeah, it'd be something like that.
It would be no reason to vote. Absolutely no reason to vote. Just because the guy was having fun, it wouldn't even be to be just the dude having that much pleasure in watching a black man get beaten by some white people. Salute to Baker Freshman. He says, black and brown community are all buzzwords they think they are supposed to say. I doubt she's ever heard one song from the rapper. No, I believe she's heard that shit. They like black women love that shit. Black women shake their asses at the club to that shit. Black women literally love that gangster music, the beat, the words. They listen to all that shit. Black women
wasn't it a tranny or something like that was performing at that little whatever the heck it was?
I don't know. I have no idea if there was a tranny. Maybe there was. I know one of her friends was gay, but I didn't know that it was a tranny. Look at this brave white woman. This white woman got in the mix, tried to save that white man.
Yeah.
This is a brave white woman. Like I wouldn't, man. Listen, the average look ain't no other white men over there. All the white men like, shit, that's too hot and heavy for me.
Yeah.
They like, you on your own. Damn.
Just gonna get put right back down.
Boom.
See, and personally, I think in order for this to have been shown on local news, one of these gliders would have had to die. And even then, I would still be skeptical.
This is local news.
It's made local news.
This is the Cincinnati News Channel. Why you think I'm
Oh,
playing it? Y'all wouldn't be playing this shit if it was on.
oh,
This is
oh,
Channel
got you.
12.
I was kind of wondering about that. I was
I'm
like,
not. I
damn, I
wouldn't
was
be
playing
playing
this.
this shit.
Oh,
This
okay.
shit didn't even have no warning at the beginning of it. Look, it didn't even
Interesting.
have no warning at the beginning of it.
Oh,
It didn't
damn.
have no
Tides
warning or
changing?
nothing. I don't
Oh,
know,
okay.
but all I know is that I didn't fuck no. I wouldn't play that shit.
I was really curious about. I was thinking about that. I was thinking maybe it's because it's like damn near 3 in the morning Central Time.
Nah, man.
Reactions pouring in after an assault on 4th and Elm Street early Saturday morning goes viral. This is video of the incident captured by viewers. It is prompting harsh words from both city and state leaders.
And that footage making the rounds on social media, catching the nation's attention.
Yeah, and city leaders, business owners too, sharing their reactions tonight. News 5's Daisy Kershaw joining us live with what they had to say, and also, Daisy, what we know so far.
See, from what that footage I saw, I think I saw the white guy lunge or something, but they were surrounded by a pack of niggas. It's like the niggas was like circling them. You know what I mean? It was already something going on. So if the white man swung first, he's being surrounded by hooting and hollering fucking banshee ass niggas. So maybe he felt it was cracking. Maybe he knew, like, oh, I'm about to get sucker punched. Because then surrounding me, they're hooting and hollering. I'm about to get punched. Let me try to, throw the first punch or, try to get away. And that's why I always tell you, like, with these blacks, you can't win because you ain't on that type of time. This guy, he was on their time. He probably was like, yo, these motherfuckers circling me, cussing me out, menacing me and my lady, and it's just us three, and it's like 20 of them. And he just was like, all right, swung, and then they're like, yeah, see, he started it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lindsay, Cincinnati police say this started as a verbal altercation, but quickly turned physical. There's a lot of talk surrounding the video, but the facts still remain unclear. Tonight, those city leaders and business owners we spoke with calling what happened unacceptable.
And they are going to find out who's responsible, and those people will be held accountable.
Video of a violent brawl going viral. It happened on West 4th and Elm Street downtown early Saturday. In it, you can see a man who appears to be struggling to get up as he's repeatedly kicked and hit by multiple people. In another video, a woman is seen being punched, falling to the ground, her head slamming onto the concrete.
I mean, that was just crazy. It was disgusting. It was horrible to see.
Vice Mayor Jan Michelle Kearney calling out this behavior, saying police are working to get to the bottom of this.
We talk to our teens about, not fighting and how to get along, how to de-escalate. And then you have adults out here just showing bad behavior.
Though it wasn't connected to the event, this shot.
Bad behavior. Adults showing bad behavior. If the races were reversed, she would be using all types of words like fucking racist, hate crime. This would have definitely been a hate crime. But it would have been like, oh my God, the sky is falling.
Yeah. It would have been exactly what the Democrats been looking for. Christmas came early. That would have been
telling you. That shit is crazy, man. Who is this in here? Who's Noodles?
Hey, how are you? My name's David. Yeah. So don't you think it's strange how I mean you're a black man, right? I'm assuming.
No, I'm white.
Yeah. So how come black people aren't outraged by this?
Did you see the previous stories? Did you see the previous stories?
Right.
This is
but not
normal.
Right, but not even white people are outraged by this. They're scared to be outraged by it.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, and I feel like black people see this and they think it's appropriate because their mothers and fathers lied to them about this evil white man that's out there that's trying to ruin everything that they got going on. And, it's just these people were born with certain color skin and they're just evil. That's what happens. And now you're seeing these evil people beaten in the street and no one's saying anything. It's really bizarre.
I think a lot of people are saying something. It's gotten a lot of outrage on the social media, but the mainstream media is not picked it up. This is something that if this was reversed, like I said, if this was reversed, you as a white person would be complicit in this. Just for being white.
Right.
Like,
I have these arguments with people about reparations, right? Why would you ask for reparations from the people who liberated you? That's like the Jews asking like these American soldiers, maybe even these Russian soldiers, for reparations for liberating them. Like everyone's crazy, and I think these black children are being taught that they're worthless, that there's a horrible monster out there, and it's their parents' fault, man. Like their parents are teaching them this shit.
So what percentage do you think DNA plays in this?
You mean like people just being like aggressive? Human beings?
Hey, can I ask a question right quick? Or I just want to, whenever I saw this whole thing going down, the only thing that I kept thinking in my head, what's his name? Old boy in Dallas, Texas. Touch me, see what happens. What happens after he grabs him? Then he puts a knife to his heart. You can't. I can't make any sense out of that.
Well, Rosa Parks, the spirit of Rosa Parks leaked inside that man's body. Caused him to stab.
No, it was more of a sub-Saharan. It wasn't. Rosa Parks was half a glider, or maybe 2/3 glider. This was very primitive sub-Saharan actions. So it's like when you got a son man that quick on the draw, it's like you have to know what kind you have to know you're about to get. I'm honestly surprised that they got away with their life, because sons tend to just not stop.
So do you think that? So do you think that it's DNA, or do you think that it's just do you think it's the parents? You think that if the parents were really good, that you wouldn't have this problem?
Yeah, I think I mean, no offense to anyone because I don't know your story, whatever, but the regular black parents are shitty. They're shitty people. They were raised by other shitty people, and they do shitty things. I mean, all your unks are in fucking prison. You're not authentic if you voted for fucking Donald Trump. You're put down at every turn by not only black people, but I mean, listen, as a white person, I'm assuming I'm white, right? I get made fun of too. I don't start falling apart. I've lost jobs. It's not because of the color of my skin. Maybe I showed up late. Maybe I stole something. It's not this evil black person that's holding me back. What are you guys talking about?
Well,
so do you think that as a white man, do you think that you can function in close quarters with black people, and just function properly? Do you feel like you can be happy in a black?
I wake up every day, right, not knowing what words I can say and what I can't say. I'm walking on eggshells because I don't know if I'm going to say the wrong thing, offend someone. Possibly they're going to contact my boss. I'm going to lose my job because I said something racist. And then think about it. There's a dictionary, right, with words. And because of the color of my skin, I can't use certain words in those dictionaries. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's racist beyond belief. I'm being restricted as a white person from just freedom of speech. It's crazy.
Okay, so you kind of danced around the DNA issue for black people. What about DNA for white people? White people have what here at this channel we've kind of noticed white people have debilitating altruism, like chronic what is it called? What would you call it?
Sympathy.
Altruism that literally causes them to like excuse
We
and
used to
help.
call it white man's burden. We used to call it white
Yeah,
man's burden.
yeah, like you guys, and that's obvious. That's clearly something you got. Like Arabs don't suffer from that. Arabs don't suffer from that.
It's our moral
Hispanics don't suffer
obligation
from
to
that. Yeah.
our
Well,
moral obligation to elevate.
yeah, I mean,
That's
so like
us.
we white people try to fix everything, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like maybe
Yeah.
it's a bad trait that we have. Like I've noticed that, and I do it too. I'm sure you guys do it, you know, whatever. But just that there's an excuse for
Great moral
black people.
trait.
Yeah, there's an excuse for black people in the United States, and it's easy. Like I'm dyslexic, right? So I didn't have to take certain aptitude tests. I didn't have to wear. I'm dyslexic, right? Hands off. And I think black people do the same thing with the color of their skin. I lost my job because I showed up late. No, it's because I'm black. My boss is racist. You know what I mean? It's just an easy way out. You know, it's the path of least resistance when it comes to black people.
Right, but what role do you white people have to accept your role in that? You know what I mean? Like you're not saying that you caused it by like oppression, but you guys cause it with your altruism.
Right.
It,
So when I see something, right, like when I see a black person do something, I'll tell you right now, in public, I look the other way. You want to know why? Because I don't want to be a Daniel Penny. I don't want to be someone who might say something wrong, and all of a sudden there's a fight, and I'm a racist. It was a hate, it was a hate crime. It was whatever. Yeah, white people do that because again, they don't want to be called something they're not. I mean, imagine if I started calling you the P word, you know, and
well,
saying you like
here's the
kids.
thing though. Here's the thing though. As far as like not being called a racist, like and racist being the worst thing a white man can do, like literally in America, the worst thing a white person can do is be racist. That's where we're at. That's where we've been for a while. Right?
If I have to watch what I say because of the color of my skin, yes, I'm a racist. I'm 100% a racist. If I have to walk on eggshells around black people because their skin color is different, yes, I'm 100% a racist. I was forced into this position, all right, by with guilt, penalties, shunning, all this other stuff. It's something that was created and I'm living it. It doesn't matter if I agree with you or disagree with you. The color of my skin has declared me, and society has declared me a just natural born racist. So yes, I'm a racist.
And do you does it frustrate you that you guys keep the lights on? You guys maintain everything. Like the country would literally devolve into a third world country overnight if you guys took your hands off of.
I haven't filled up a grocery cart in about 10 years. All right. I work 40 hours a week. I hold on to everything that I got. I see people out there that don't have a job. They collect a check from the government. They get EBT. They're filling up. The only thing different is like maybe I have like a car, and I could possibly go on a vacation that I haven't gone on in like 5 years. You know what I mean? So, you know, again, the struggle for the white taxpayer, right? The middle class, average white taxpayer is real, and nobody's talking about it. And I'm telling you right now, people are pissed. People are very
Now,
upset.
as far as the backlash, right? Because people, well, I've been asking this for a while. When is the backlash come? We had black fatigue, the black fatigue trend on TikTok and Twitter a few months ago. Remember that? Everybody was talking about black fatigue, right? And then that went away relatively quickly because blacks co-opted it. You know what I mean? Blacks co-opted it. We said, oh yeah, we got black fatigue too, and then we co-opted it. It became less of a white thing and more of a like an American thing. Like, hey, everybody's tired of a certain class of black people, right? So that was like a mini backlash, But do you think that a stronger backlash is coming, like something tangible?
No, if you're talking about like violence, no. I think it's going to come in the form of truth, and I think people, now that you're racist, now you might as well just say it. Tell these people what you really think. Tell them the truth. Don't look the other way anymore, and don't let people like trample over you. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, like, I wake up every day, like, what am I not allowed to say? That's crazy. Imagine doing that every morning. And you're trying to go to work. You're trying to hold on to everything that you got, right? You're paying taxes. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe, you know, you got a court thing coming up. Maybe your car's broken. And then you got this fucking asshole telling you, oh, you can't say this word anymore. Or
Listen,
someone...
man, you're sitting in a car, expressing your beliefs, and you're still free to say whatever you want in that car. I mean, that's where I drop most of my N-bombs. So.
Oh, no, yeah, no, I do. No, I do. I'm driving to work, right? I'm driving to work. I do say what I want, and you know what? You know what happens to me? I get the cops called on me. People try to send poison to me in the mail. I don't know if you know who I am, but again,
Who are you?
My name is David Boldo. All right, I live at 399 Beach Street, Washington Township, New Jersey, 07676. I'm on YouTube.
Are you the guy? Are you the guy who was arguing with the African guy?
I argue with every African person.
No,
every
are you the
fucking
guy
African
on tape?
person.
Are you the guy on the album that had to get taken out of his house by the police?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like a nasty person. I'm like one of these scumbags. But it's like, dude, I get attacked every day, and it's because of freedom of speech. It's because of the fact that I don't believe that the color of your skin makes a difference. I don't think it gives you a carte blanche to do whatever you want. And if you think it does because I'm a white guy, I'm telling you right now, I'm living like I live in Jersey, right? So I'm very close to Paterson, New Jersey. I'm living like someone in Paterson, New Jersey on welfare, but the only difference is I'm paying taxes. Right? I mean, fuck, man.
Yeah. Let me move along. Let's see this. Let's see what else.
Showing bad behavior.
Though it wasn't connected to the event, this shocking situation happened as the city was hosting its jazz festival.
More than 90,000 people come here. This is one of the largest music festivals in the entire country. But the conversation turns to this one incident, adults fighting at 3 a.m. This is not who we are.
The whole incident unfolded.
So she's framing it as a fight. She's framing what we saw in that video as a fight. Do you think she would have framed that as a fight, adults fighting, if it was three black people on
Absolutely not.
No, that would have been a modern day lynching,
including a woman, like completely cold cocked by a man?
Yeah. It was the South trying to rise again.
Yep. She said adults fighting. Wow. And listen, that right there, she's a white woman, right? This is a white woman. She there's nothing stopping her from saying this was a hate crime. There's nothing stopping her from saying that. Like literally. Now she doesn't. She's in a city full of black people. She probably wants to keep their votes, but that's political. That's political. There's nothing physically stopping her.
That's how someone talks that has a job. Someone with a job talks like that.
Yeah.
3 a.m. This is not who we are.
The whole incident unfolding on a street packed with bars and people. Love on 4th nightclub owner Ricardo Grant says he was disappointed to find out what happened.
I heard about it on social media when I woke up the following morning, and that was my first time understanding what took place.
Others sharing their concern, telling us safety is a priority for businesses downtown.
We work as a collective, making sure that we're proactive, and the number one thing in providing experiences for people is to make sure that they're safe.
She looks like some sort of community organizer.
Cincinnati Police Chief Terry Thieche shared a statement with us saying she's disgusted by what happened and that her department is working to identify all of the people involved. Reporting live tonight from CPD District 1, Daisy Kershaw, WLWT News 5.
And Daisy, I've seen the video. It's honestly hard to watch. I mean, seeing what those people have gone through. Do we have any updates at this point about the conditions of the people who appeared to be injured in that fight?
Lindsay, no updates on any victims or any arrests.
Think about this. We don't know any of the names of those victims. If they were black, we would know. We would be hearing about them for the next 20, 30, 40 years. If we were black, if they were black, those three people were black, they're they would be on a podium right now with Crump and about 10 other fucking activists, family members. It would be so crowded on that podium where they were giving their statement or press conference that you wouldn't even be able to. It would be like a fucking sea of people. You'd be like, which one of them is the victim? And then it'll be some nigga come up and be like, I's a bees a jabba dibba dabba dooba dooba. And you'd be like, oh man, and then we would all like fucking lift him up like he was some fucking like great martyr and shit. The nigga can't even speak English. And that's one of the difference. We don't even know these white people. Nobody cares who they are. Nobody wants to help them. Nobody wants to GoFundMe. Nothing. Nobody gives a fuck about them. Just nameless, faceless victims. Somebody got a lot of is that you? Oh, you in your car, right? Somebody got a lot of
Yeah, am I giving a lot of noise?
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Just mute yourself when you're not talking. This one say so yeah, oh man, wow.
Well, you know what? You know what's dangerous? I believe if they did tell you who these people were, they would be probably intimidated, stalked, and harassed online. There would probably be some stupid social media post that one of them put up, and it'll be like, "Here, look, they're racist. They deserved it." Well, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt, they're gonna find something that one of these white people said online, or something
Just
that
like
one of these white people did. Yeah.
I think, you know how only whites can be racist. It's also the inverse is true. Only whites can't be victims.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna they're already saying that the white dude started it. You know, they're already saying that.
Developing tonight, Cincinnati police say they are investigating a video circulating on social media that appears to show a violent fight. It happened last night at Elm and 4th Streets down.
Fight. See, they're not calling it an attack. Not
Yeah,
calling
no attack.
It's a fight. Like, you know, both parties. That woman was just as, you know what I mean, into it as like she was giving it just as good as she was getting it.
Downtown. I spoke to a witness who wants to remain anonymous, but says she saw the situation from start to finish.
This is one video circulating online right now.
Okay, so they're saying that so this is basically like a standoff between this white guy and this black guy. Just from being in club scenes, being at Adams Morgan, U Street, you know, like real major club scenes in DC. You know, like I mean, K Street, fucking, you know, I've been in the mix in multicultural spots, man. The white people are like non-playable characters, and us black people, we're less non-playable characters because we take up so much space and we encroach on white people. But as much as possible, I see that we're non-playable characters to them. But them, they're like way non-playable characters to us because they don't encroach. Like the worst might happen is some drunk white girl might come up and say, "Hey, what you guys doing?" Huh? You know what I'm saying? But or some drunk white guy might try to chat you up and shit, you know, talk you up like, "Hey man, how you doing? It's great out here today, right?" Like that's the worst. But with us, we be robbing y'all, we be sucker punching y'all, knockout game. But y'all are still non-playable characters as much as possible, right? I don't see white dudes just setting it off with black dudes unless there's something that can't be the cheek can't be turned for, or there's been a grievance or some kind of conduct that, like, yo, hey man, like, look, I know I'm white, I know I'm cucked, but I can't let you do that. You know what I'm saying? like, no, you can't do that. So I think that for this to be even a standoff, for this guy to even stand his ground, and he hasn't walked away. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't grabbed his wife by the hand and walked away. These black people aren't stalking him and chasing him. We're seeing him actually holding his ground. Those niggas did something, man. They did something egregious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my take. What do you think about that?
So let me ask you a question. Do you live in like a segregated area of the United States? Because I do,
No.
right? I in New Jersey, it's so segregated up here. They don't even like hide it anymore. Like, you're in an Italian area, or you're in a Korean area, you're in a black area, right? And the reason for that is because it's not that they don't get along, it's just that they don't understand. Like, this Filipino dude just moved in next door to me, right? He's got some weird shit in his backyard, and everyone's like freaking out. You know, like, get that crap out of here. I'm hearing chickens. I got these wild animals running through my backyard, and it's kind of like, I don't want that. You know, it's not that I hate whatever. It's just that sometimes people's cultures are really, really shitty.
Incompatible. Yeah,
Yeah.
incompatible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a culture thing, though, right? So, like, for instance, if there's like a culture where people are like, don't use chairs, right? And you're driving through a town and you see everyone squatting, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
I see that. You go through Fort Lee, New Jersey, and it's a bunch of people squatting on the sidewalk because they're all Koreans. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? It's just a weird. The cultures aren't matching.
Salute to Raul Rodriguez. He said, "Love your work, man." Salute to you, Raul. Shout out to Cap One, man. Cap One says, "New guy speaking facts." Which new guy? New guy? Oh yeah, that new guy. Yeah, new guy ain't up here. Shout out to him. Shout out to you. He says, "Shout out to Ak for the late show." Yeah, man. So right here, this is a standoff. Let's see, because they're saying the white guy started. Let's see.
This is one video circulating online right now that shows a violent fight downtown.
So in the other video, the video that's circulating around
a violent fight.
The video that's circulating around the internet, it doesn't show this first punch. It just shows it doesn't show this guy punching the guy first. It shows the some guy in the black coming in with a wild haymaker from behind. It doesn't show any of this right here.
This is one video.
That's not in the people who have seen the viral video online haven't seen that first punch by that black guy. They just see this punch from a different angle. Right here,
online right now that shows a.
That's the only one. That's where the video begins on the video that's circulating.
Violent fight downtown. Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi calling the behavior displayed, quote, nothing short of cruel and absolutely unacceptable. City Council member Mark Jeffries says he's also concerned about what the videos show.
And I think this is incredibly serious and just incredibly disturbing.
A witness says the situation started several minutes before any of the videos circulating online show with one man who appeared to be intoxicated. The man
they
walked
cut away
away,
at a strategic moment as well.
Returned about 15 minutes later with a group of people who were overheard making racial comments.
So he said that the white people were making racial comments. So yeah, they're
of course.
Videos circulating online show with one man who appeared to be intoxicated. The man walked away, the witness says, but returned about 15 minutes later with a group of people who were overheard making racial comments. This video provided to Fox 19.
What does that mean, racial comments? Does that mean like, yo, because describing a person as black is a racial comment? Just the description. If you're a white person and you say, it's got to be so frustrating for white people because if you say the word black, you know what I mean?
They, them. You can't say, you can't, like, person of color, colored people. Like, you got to watch out what you say. It's like fucking weird,
Yeah.
man.
So these racial comments could have just been, "Hey man, you just fucking with me. Okay, all these black people out here just fucking with us. Oh, black people? Yeah, you said black people, man. Like, I'm serious, man."
Witnesses shows some people in the group trying to de-escalate the situation before the fight broke out. The witness says someone's vehicle was kicked too, and things escalated, the witness says, and punches were eventually thrown. This video shows that, where you can see the man in the white shirt hitting the man in the red.
This is not what's.
He said, "You can see the man in the white shirt hitting the
You
man."
can see the man in the white shirt
Let me see if I can see the man in the white shirt hitting the man in the red.
eventually thrown.
Talking about that
This
slap.
video shows
All right, let me see.
that, where you can see the
Oh,
man
okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
thrown.
Like, you can
This
see
video
it,
shows
like you see it. Yeah, he everything that happened after that is if the white guy threw the first punch, or the first swing, it didn't look like he punched him, it looked like he tapped him on the chin.
that
Open hand, yeah. It's a wrap. Yeah. This is I can't help y'all.
You're seeing contact there?
Yeah.
I don't see contact from the glider. I don't see the glider.
But it's even if there's no contact, it's just it doesn't matter
Is he
what
swinging his
happened
hand?
before
I
this.
see his.
It doesn't.
I see the plane of his shoulders shifting, but is there? I don't see what's going on with his
this
hand.
video shows
See, look, this is the white of his arm.
that, where you can see the
I
man
didn't see.
Maybe he
no
pushed or
contact.
shoved somebody. I don't. That didn't look like a punch.
I didn't see no
that, where you
contact.
can see the man in the white
said
shirt
something.
hitting the man in the red.
Listen, so this guy in the black gets the sucker punch and
Yeah.
You don't see that often.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't make contact, but he listen. Carmelo Anthony is like, his supporters are inventing. You know what I mean? They like this right here. You definitely can't beat this with the white man on camera. Apparently, taking a swing at the black guy. It don't matter what happened before this. It don't matter how uncomfortable they're being made to feel surrounded by all these niggas. It don't matter. You just can't.
The end of the clip that they show is just about when they're about to fully swarm him, like World War Z. There's like 5 guys around him about to close in.
See, I just don't understand how gliders just don't know how much the Sun Man despises the glider. Like how often they're literally thinking about
it is kind of weird that like they don't have that survival gene to innately understand when you're hated.
Yeah, they think because they have a good outlook on them that it's going to be reciprocated.
Yeah, because like I really do think that white people, if they knew actually how much black people hate them, and black women in particular, they would shudder. You would shudder. It would cause literal shuddering and quaking or chattering of the teeth. Because listen, I'm gonna be honest. I got a white neighbor. We cool, we cool as we get along real great. But if he hated me, like, let's just say he hated me the way like they say what black people say white people hate black people. If I could like overhear a conversation or get some kind of intel that told me that he hated me at that level, I would be terrified. But that's the same thing with white people in this country. Like, you have the intel. Like, you can ignore it. You can ignore the little signs and shit. You can ignore the TikToks and all the rants online and say, oh, that's just that individual person. And, you can ignore all the things that, people say. You can ignore, like, Caitlin Clark. Like, Caitlin Clark is, like, should be enough to let you know that, like, black people hate you. Like, just the way those professional black athletes have treated this girl because she's white, because it's what they always talk about, her whiteness, her whiteness, her whiteness. Just seeing that, like seeing the way they treat her, it should be like, yo, you should be like, well, this ain't a coincidence, because this is just a basketball. And it's like, yeah, I got mugged last week, and yeah, you know, I've been called a racist all my life, and yeah, you know, fucking black people are constantly complaining and blaming me for everything. But now I'm watching a fucking basketball game, and they're fucking attacking the white girl, and it's like, yo, you're still like, this is just this one incident. That's just that one player on this team. Right? That's just that one player on that team. That's just that one player on that team. Because that's how white people think. It's like they see people as individuals. And you know, maybe that is a good thing. Maybe y'all, that allows y'all to somehow y'all evolved like that. Like during your evolution, you evolved where you could be, you know, think individually and see people as individuals, and maybe that's important for y'all survival around each other.
It's
Like,
it's because of these Christian morals that everyone's raised with in the white community, and you think that, you know, you hear this story about this guy, the savior, right, who was persecuted. Like the guy gave up everything. He was the perfect ransom, right? He died for everyone's sins, and they still murdered him. You know what I mean? And that's how they
He was
live
the
their
original
lives, man.
Caitlin Clark.
It's like, dude, I'm
He was the
telling you,
original
it's like,
Caitlin Clark, man.
yeah. But as far as black people go, black people have been lying, like fucking to the max for the past like 20 years. That I like. So, for instance, the latest thing
20
about
years? Have you ever seen this channel before?
to the extreme, to the point where no one's questioning them or no one's saying that's not true. The one thing I want to point out is the immigration thing with immigrants. We're all immigrants. That's not true. There was no country here to immigrate to before the white man came here. The white man created this country, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure, right, that this country was created for anyone other than white people. I believe the more and more I look at this, America was created by Europeans for Europeans, and we allow people in here because we want other people to participate. So people
Well,
say that's
no,
ridiculous.
listen, hold on, let me stop you right there. Like, that's not actually correct. You allow the people in here because there were people here when you got here. Whether you want to say you took their land, yes, you conquered them, but they were here, and
There was no established government. There was nothing
I
to
got
really
you. No,
take
I
from
got
them.
you.
There was no
But
system to take from them or
the
anything
reason
like
they're here is not because you allowed them here. They're here because they were just already here. And
Wait,
then
we can kick them out. We just proved that we can kick them out.
No. What I'm saying is that like you moved them west during what they call the Trail of Tears. Yes, you moved them west and west and west and west. But what I'm saying is the Africans are here because you guys imported them. Like it's not like whoever sold them. Yes, we already know that. Like
so the original plan was
so.
Right, the original plan was
Hold on. But we gotta be able to like at least admit facts. You know, it ain't even woke to say that motherfuckers was here before you got here and they never left. That's not a woke statement. And that you imported slaves just like every other country in the world did. But to say that these people are just here because you let them in, no, the base black population and the base Hispanic Native American population is here not because you let them in. It's here for historically, it's a different reason. Now, the immigrant, the 64 Hart-Celler Act, those people are here because you let them in.
So the original intent after freeing the slaves was to send them back to Africa, right?
Well, that was argued over. That was yeah, I agree.
There wasn't enough money. There wasn't enough money, right?
And there wasn't enough will. There wasn't enough will either.
So what they did was they said, okay, black man, right? You know this bed that we give you, you know this job that you have, you know this food that you eat. You're gonna have to pay for all of it now. We're gonna tax you for it, and that's what they did. And I'm telling you right now, not only did they make money off the black man while they were using him as a farmhand, right? Now they're making money off the black man by letting this person live in the country. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what
I
happened
think
here.
black people are net negative though. Black people you don't make any money off negative of black people. You just pour money into the black race. You don't make a fucking America's doesn't make a red cent off of black people after slavery.
I don't think so. I think there's been many like DEI or whatever the hell that was, and you know, there's all these organizations and there's all these laws that are put in place. There's all these I want to say like basically what it's 40% of the welfare recipients. That's business. That's business.
Eddie Murphy's movies were
100%
profitable. I
business.
remember that.
Kind of sounds like that's all fronted from the government. But,
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
They said, hey, listen, this guy Joe Smith down in Georgia, right? He's making money off all these black people, and we're just taxing him. What if we could just tax all the friggin' slaves plus him? That's what they did.
Yeah, but black
turned
people
us all into slaves. Turned us all into slaves overnight, man.
But the black people notoriously are not the tax base. Black people are not the tax base in almost every municipality is the white population.
Well, up until recently, up until what the 60s, when black people started receiving grants, loans, all these things that they created a whole new system. People are working in these systems.
That's money that's not money off the top. That's money that you're giving them, and then you're taxing money that you're giving them.
No. I'm talking about listen, black people work, right? I work with black people, right?
And black people and come tax time, they get back $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 and go on.
Not the ones that I work with. In fact, I'm telling you right now, most of the guys that I work with owe money at the end of the year.
Okay.
I just you know, being honest and telling you, I owe money at the end of the year. We do building management, and in the building management industry, they pay you a salary. If you work overtime, it throws you into the next tax bracket, and then you're fucked at the end of the year. It's the federal government, right? But my point is that they've created like welfare, not to give money out, but to make money. Someone is making money off that. It might not be me, might not be you, it might be your brother or your sister. I don't know, but it's a money maker. People are making money. They're spending it. That's how an economy works. They create jobs. They create a problem, create jobs.
Somewhere. The money originally comes from somewhere. You're printing it. Like you have to account for that money. You're printing.
When you're born, they give you a social security number. You know what that means? That means that they can say, hey, I don't know your name. Let's say your name's Adam. Adam is going to spend $1 million throughout his life. They go to the Chinese. They said to the Chinese, look, I got a bunch of Adams here. All right, they're gonna buy all your products. Give us some money, or do this or do that, and that's what they do. People are worth money, regardless if they're working or not.
Salute to Aster J, man. He says, those two carpet munchers can't be that fucking dumb. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Salute to Aster J, man. Shout out to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Shout out to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. Yeah. I don't want to get too much into no spooky shit. So let's
see the man in the white shirt hitting the man in the red.
This is not what Cincinnati is about. We are an incredibly welcoming.
Think about it. Listen, I want you to see how it's framed. Listen to how they're seeing this.
shirt hitting the man in the red.
Hold on.
See the man in the white shirt hitting the man in the red.
So you can see the man in the white shirt hitting the man in the red, and listen to what the next soundbite is.
It's not what Cincinnati is about. We are an incredibly welcoming city, and
now remember, the white people were accused in this news thing of saying racial things, right? So they already said that the white people said they left, they came back, and they had said racial things, right?
There's one video circulating online right now that shows a violent fight downtown. Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa DG calling the behavior displayed, quote, nothing short of cruel and absolutely unacceptable. City Council member Mark Jeffries says he's also concerned about what the videos show. Many of the videos circulating online show with one man who appeared to be intoxicated. The man walked away, the witness says, but returned about 15 minutes later with a group of people who were overheard making racial comments.
Okay, so the white man was intoxicated. He left. He came back with some more white people. They were making racial comments. Then we fast forward to this, where
in his defense, it is intoxicating being white.
Video shows
that
where you can see the man in the white shirt hitting the man in
so
the red.
now the white man in the shirt, what they're saying, even though what you're seeing is them getting mauled, the white man hit the guy in the red shirt. And then the next thing is this city saying we're accepting all people. That's sound like me. He's talking about the white people. He's telling them, hey man, we're not, these white people were out of pocket. We're an accepting city. We accept all people. Like, why would he talk about acceptance if he was talking about the black people? If he was admonishing the black people, why would he be talking about accepting when they've already said that the white people were drunk and saying racist things? This white guy is admonishing those white people.
This video shows that where you can see the man in the white shirt hitting the man in the red.
this is not what Cincinnati is about. We are an incredibly welcoming city, and we certainly never want to give the impression that this type of activity is condoned in any way, because it's not.
Right now, Cincinnati police say they are working to identify, quote, everyone involved in causing harm. The video shows at least 2 people.
We're trying to identify everyone involved in causing harm. Think about the language. We're not trying to identify the attackers. We're not trying to identify, the person who knocked out the woman. Everyone involved who caused harm. Those black people were harmed by those racial statements. I'm telling you, man, this may end up with these white people being the focal point of the investigation.
Absolutely, and that's why they're not releasing their names.
I can see that happening.
Absolutely.
Everyone who caused harm. They say words mean things. They don't just use words arbitrarily. Everyone accused of causing harm. Yeah. When you got like a video of 3 white people getting knocked out, but you're framing it as they were drunk, they left, they came back with more people, they were yelling racial slurs, then he hit the black guy. And then,
well, you remember when it was acceptable to punch people wearing MAGA hats and like all that crap? For a little bit, people were getting friggin' knocked out in the streets for wearing MAGA hats because they were offensive. And they were basically telling people, well, it's offensive. So words are offensive, but that doesn't give anyone the right to attack or viciously maul. I don't get it.
These white people were. I think that if these white people were saying racial things, the black people were saying 10 times worse racial things, because like black people, when we say racist stuff, it doesn't even register.
And can I tell you something though?
You can't.
In my life, I've never been called cracker, honky, anything like that.
Yeah.
My entire life, I've never been called that. And black people, I'm going to be honest with you, I've never been attacked by a black person. Never in my life.
It's just they cut right to it. They don't call you those names anymore. They just say you're racist. You racist.
Yeah, they say buddy's a good one. I hate when they fucking do that. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Buddy.
Yeah, but every white person is not going to get attacked. You know what I'm saying? Every white person is not going to get attacked by a black person. And you know what I mean? It's not like that's not like very uncommon. Have you been made to feel uncomfortable in public spaces by black people?
No.
You've never been made to feel uncomfortable. That's wonderful, man.
I get along, dude. Trust me, man. I get along with everybody, and there's never been. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I don't come across as whatever. But like, I have no problem talking to people. I have no problem staring at people. I have no problem if someone's confrontational with me, right? I don't think I chimp out. I don't think I whatever, and maybe that's what happened here. Maybe there was black people. You can't stare at black people for too long. Like maybe that's what he did. I don't know. Eye contact is very.
Have you ever when I say made feel uncomfortable, I'm not talking about the person was targeting you with the uncomfort. I'm talking about have you ever been in a space where the activity of the black people?
Yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. J Street in Brooklyn, right? If anyone's from Brooklyn, down at the Farragut projects, right? You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a shooting there every night. There's a basketball court over there. You walk past that basketball court, you'll see white people walking around pushing their strollers with their babies inside. And you hear the N-word this, N-word that, N-word this, right? And it's like they turn the other way, right? That's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to hear that. White people don't want to hear black people saying that. Nobody says, "Hey, can you stop using that word?" Because that's the only time when I feel uncomfortable around black people. Is when they start talking like that. It's like,
so what about like, let's just say this, like you're walking to the corner store and there's a bunch of black guys standing in front of the corner store.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just, they're not necessarily like menacing you, but like, they're not moving and they're not like, oh, pardon me, I'm blocking the entrance. You know what I mean? No. Like, does that make you feel uncomfortable?
No, because I again, right? I treat everyone the same way. I'll say, "Excuse me," and they'll say something like, "Sorry, buddy," or whatever, and they'll open the door for me. I've never had that before. People like, "You can't go in here because you're white." I've never seen that.
No, I'm not. When I'm saying that is like I'm talking about like, okay, so if you were in a white town, right, and some white kids were like, let's say there's 15 white kids hanging out in front of the store,
right?
And you walk up and they see you walk up and they're not, you know what I mean, and they smoke. Would you feel you would feel the same way as you do walking into that store? You're the exact same feeling.
There was one time in my life that I know exactly what you're talking about now. I was driving down Florida. I went to a gas station at 3:00 in the morning. There's exactly what you were talking about. Like there was like a group of them, right? I get out of the blacks, like dark as night. And I get out of the car, I'm walking, and they're just staring at me, right? And it was obviously because I was a white dude. And I felt a little uncomfortable. I felt a little uncomfortable, yeah.
So you felt a little uncomfortable. But what I now let me just ask you this. Like I said, white kids. Say the word. Have you ever been to some place where there's a bunch of white kids hanging out in front of the store?
And felt uncomfortable, yes. There's been times, yeah.
Was that like Italians or like what? Tell us about that incident.
So normally all right, this is what white kids do. They hang out in front of a store. As soon as you walk up, they get real quiet and then they start laughing, right? And then, they'll start like talking or whatever, right? I've never been assaulted. But again, you know, you don't want to have any interaction with children in public, so you just like whatever. If it's an adult white person, a group of them, no, I've never had, unless they're like drunk. Then it's like, all
You
right,
say
here we go.
children, what are you talking about? Like what are you talking about? Children, like teenagers?
Yeah, you know, because teenagers are douchebags, man. You remember being a
No
teenager?
doubt.
You
No
know,
doubt.
you
So
know what I'm talking about?
I don't know how white community, like in my white community, I never see groups of white kids just loitering in front of a store or like hanging out or doing involved in anything like that. White kids are like in practice or in the house or in their community, in their yards, or they're not even like on the corner. Like I just don't see it. That's why I mean, and I'm not everywhere, but yeah. So in your community, white kids hang out on the corner and menace people.
They don't hang out on the corner and menace people. They don't. But like, for
They
instance,
hang
when
out in
I
front of the stores. They hang out in front of stores and menace people.
yeah, they hang out in front of stores, so they got nothing else better to do. So they hang out with their friends. The girls come over. They're hanging out with them.
At night,
They're probably trying to get
at night,
cigarettes. You know,
to 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning.
no, in my town,
You're
no.
talking about while it's still light outside, right?
The light, maybe, you know, it's getting dark out. Like there's nothing to do. These kids hang out. They walk around town.
Are they there every single day?
No,
So it's a chance occurrence that you come across a motley crew of white kids in front of the store, like during the daytime, between
yeah, like right.
the
Like
end
I'm
of
not.
school close, between the end of school and like sundown.
I'm not saying that I'm afraid these kids are going to stab or whatever, but they're just
No. I'm trying to
douchebags.
understand. I'm not even saying that. I'm trying to get a picture. I'm
Mhm.
curious. I'm just trying to get you to explicitly say what's happening. Like, and I'm not trying to
Okay.
interrogate you or anything. I'm trying to explicitly understand what's happening. So in your life,
Mhm.
you're just as likely to be uncomfortable seeing a group of white kids, as you say, out in front of a store between the end of school and sundown, you know, hanging out, being kind of like jerky boys, as you are in Brooklyn near the projects, seeing a group of, you know, probably gangbangers, probably been to prison, all of them probably been to prison, you know, probably some of them at least carrying firearms, high, you know, have probably committed many acts of violence in public spaces. So they experience with that, and it's not like, you know, something that they would hesitate to do. You're
Okay.
just as likely
There,
to be uncomfortable about those two different groups.
there is a difference between the Farragut projects, the children in the Farragut projects, or maybe a group of people hanging out in front of the Farragut projects, than there is hanging out in the township of Washington where I live. You know what I mean? There's 100%
No, but
difference.
even no, but what I'm saying is you said you did a very white thing, right?
Mhm.
All kids are kids, or everybody's the same. You know what I mean? It's all the same. Like bad kids are bad kids. And listen, from what I've seen living in this white town, and the black kids moved here and they instantly day one were the baddest kids in the town. Day one, the white people moving their kids to the private school. Day one, the Hispanic kids, the Dominican kids, and the fucking Puerto Rican kids were way better than any white kid in the town. The white kids look dorky and lame compared to the Dominican and the Puerto Rican kids. The black and Dominican and Puerto Rican kids in this town don't even consider white kids unless the girls, they're fucking on all the girls, but they don't consider white male kids even remotely some kind of like peer or level. Maybe one here, one there. That's like a wigger or something. That's
Mhm.
cool. Got got a little bass in his voice and got some wind beneath his wings. But that's even rare too. But yeah, like I just don't see a world where I'm walking into a store and I see some white kids after school, just hanging out, and I'm like just as concerned as if they were black.
Okay. Okay. So how about this? I graduated in 1998, right? I'm 45 years old. Graduate in 1998. There were these two black kids. They were twins in my school. I live in a place where it's like whiter than Europe, right? Swear to God, right? Two black kids. They were twins, the Toppins twins. Their father was an Olympic ping pong ball champion or whatever, ping pong, right? Fucking great kids, right? All of a sudden, one of them turned black, like overnight. And I know exactly what you're talking about. Turned black overnight, became the biggest douchebag on planet Earth, and everyone stopped talking to him. And he started hanging out in Patterson, and now he's in jail.
And this is a black kid.
Yeah. He turned black overnight, dude. We all grew up in the same town. We saw the same movies. We hung out with the same people. And all of a sudden, this kid turned black overnight. And all of a sudden, he became the biggest douchebag, wouldn't hang out with us. And then all of a sudden, he's in Patterson getting arrested, and now he's in jail.
His DNA was awoken.
I don't know, man. I have no idea what the hell that was. But I've seen gay people do that too. Like the gay white kids in town, right? You grow up with them, you don't know they're gay. They go to college, all of a sudden they come back and they become these like militant fucking gays. It's like they change overnight.
No doubt. Yeah, I mean, that's what all that happened is he got around his culture and he became more open. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he became. Listen, black culture is very the level it's on is that of a teenager. Like black culture is teenage culture. Like I think black people are like stay in a state of a teenager for a long time. Like think about those two women in that earlier story. There's those two like late 30-year-old, probably early 40s business women who like had to have some kind of money or loans or education to open a restaurant. They listen to drill music and they love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe if they were white, they might listen to grunge at that age and that level of education, but grunge rock is not talking about laughing at dead gang members.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. I think it's like you become like this like embodiment of something that you totally aren't, right? Because you're influenced by maybe art or whatever. And like black people, the art that you created, right, has been like the most violent, most destructive to not only white children, but like black people in general. I mean, what happened to all the remember hashtag Me Too? How come during that whole Me Too movement, right? There wasn't like one black rapper out of all the bitches and hoes and him slapping and all that crap.
Now, though. It's happening now, Diddy. Yeah, but yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah, like at the height of Me Too. Yeah, it was. I think you had some black actors got caught up in that. But yeah, as far as you like rappers, yeah, you're right. Like you would think that like every rapper would just have immediately gotten Me Too. Yeah.
But then you find out Tupac is a fake gangster, right? He was a homosexual. He was,
he's your friend. He's your friend. Tupac's your friend that got around black people and instantly dove in head first. That's Tupac's your friend.
Yeah.
Described him to a T. Tupac is wasn't no fake gangster. Once he got around, once he left the theater school and went to California, moved to California, and was living in the projects in California with his crackhead mother. God rest her soul. But yeah, she's a crackhead. So you got no father, a crackhead. Your mom moved you out of the theater school. You know what I'm saying? You're not around theater kids anymore. You're around fucking thug ass black people. And he dove in head first, and now he's dead. You're right. That's your friend. Tupac is your friend that you just described.
You want to know something? You want to know the truth? You know, I used to be friends with DMX.
No, go ahead,
DMX,
tell us. Do tell
me
us.
and DMX, right? The reason why I met DMX was because of his mother. His mother was my customer for years and years and years in Teaneck, New Jersey, right? And great people, fucking awesome people. You know, I even, you know, she went through some hard times, and I helped her out with the. We have a garbage company, right? We own garbage companies throughout New Jersey, and I used to pick up her garbage for free. That guy, right? He wasn't a bad man. He tried to be a bad man. And whatever happened to him along the way, trying to be a bad man, ruined that guy. Ruined that guy 100%. And it was drugs. It
When
was
did you know him?
influence.
Well, how early did you know him?
I knew him when I was in my late teens, early 20s. So it
Where
was
would he
early
be
2000s.
How old would he be? And also, he was
I
in his 30s.
was 20. I don't know how old he was. Again, I was friends with his mother.
Well, he was 29 when he dropped his first record.
Yeah.
First record was 29. That was 98. So he would be in his early 30s in the 2000s.
Okay. Well, my point is that guy wasn't a bad guy, man. He wasn't fucking like what everyone, you know. He was influenced by terrible things.
With everyone or him. He wasn't with everyone or what he promoted.
He was an artist. The guy was a performer. The guy was a performer.
What I'm saying is that you said, hold on, because words mean things. You said he wasn't what everyone, and then
so everyone thought he was an N-word. Everyone thought that this guy was like a gangster. Everyone thought that this guy was like freaking like, you know, hardcore, you know, bad dude. He wasn't. He was a nice guy, and so was his friggin' mother. And he was influenced. He tried to become this friggin' thing, man, because of the color of his skin. And it was really bizarre to see that. You know, I know, dude, I know a lot of people, man. I used to
hold on, let's stay on DMX. Let's stay on DMX, right? Because this is I don't want you to just you know.
Yeah. Right.
So DMX, you knew him after his rap career started, or before his rap career started?
No, he was already famous at that time.
Okay, he was
his
already
mother owned a
famous.
little house in Teaneck, New Jersey, and he used to be there all the time.
And his mother owned a little house in Teaneck, New Jersey, and she used to be there all the time. And you met him how? Like, how do you meet DMX?
So DMX would be at his mother's house all the time.
And you would be at his mom's house? Like, I don't like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just asking,
So,
like, how do like describe the meeting, man. Describe the first meeting. Like,
okay,
hey,
so for instance, his mother couldn't pay bills, right? So he was paying his mother's
How do you know
bills.
his mother? How do you know his mother though? Like you like you're not explain. It's very simple. Like, yeah, man, I was fucking DMX mother, and I was over there one day.
No.
Like,
A
what
customer.
happened? Like, how do you?
She was a customer, and there are a lot of delinquent payers, and I have to. I want to keep them as customers, right? So Tina, with the garbage in New Jersey, it's very cultish and clannish. That's my street, right? That's my street. I don't want anyone on my fucking street, right? I want to pick up everyone's garbage on that street. And if you're a delinquent payer, I want to be friends with you. I want to make sure that I'm going to get paid, and I don't want you to get going to another customer.
Are you Italian? What? Are you Italian?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So are you mafia associate?
No.
You're not a mob associate, okay?
No.
But you're Italian, okay? Okay. So you came to her and you were like, you gave her an offer she couldn't refuse, or you're just
so we would pick up people's garbage. Like, so let's say you didn't pay your garbage bill.
Say an offer he did. He couldn't refuse.
Let's say you didn't pay your garbage bill, right? I would let it go for 3 months. I would keep track of it, and I would come to you and say, hey, like, Mr. So-and-so, you know, you haven't paid your bill, just like anyone else would, and I want to keep you as a customer. What can I do? How can we work this out? You know, and that's when I started talking to this guy. And this guy's like, listen, I'll write the checks out, you know, blah, blah, blah. He was giving me cash at one point. stuff like that.
DMX.
It was like, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
His
So
his mother was a nice lady. She wasn't cool.
he never gave you like yo, motherfucker, you better get the fuck off my mother back, motherfucker.
No,
like, oh.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. So then, how do you become friends off of that? That's what I want to know. How do you become friends off that after index? How did the friendship develop?
Well, put it this way: I wasn't hanging out with the guy, but like if I saw him there, I'd say, "Hey, what's up?" He would, like you get in small talk with people, and that's it. But like you do it for so long. I did it for like 15 years.
Is he an imposing man, or is he
No.
like describe? He's a little guy, little teeny guy.
I don't think he's a little teeny guy, but like he wasn't an imposing man. He wasn't like ooh. There's some people out there that are like that. You know who was like that? John Travolta. John Travolta was the softest man I've ever met, but the most intimidating looking man I've ever seen in my life. If you guys have ever seen John Travolta, he's got a humongous fucking head. He's a big dude. And he walks up to you, you think he's going to hurt you, but he's a nice, soft guy. DMX was like that too. But he wasn't big.
So then do you see him with crew members? Is he with like his entourage, or is he just always by himself?
No, when he was at his mother's house in Teaneck, he was by himself.
It's fascinating, man.
He was a mama's boy. He was a good guy, man.
But he talks a lot in his records about
most
growing up in
rappers are mama's
institutions, in juvenile hall and stuff like that. And
that's possible. He could have. I mean, I know people who've got in trouble when they were younger. That turned out to be pretty decent people.
Yeah, I just didn't. I didn't know he was close with his mom. That's fascinating. Yeah, he's a nice guy, man. Yeah, but you do know, like, black people act different around white people. Like it's like so many contradictions, right? Like, so like when we're harder on each other than we are on white people, but we're harder on white people as far as like our expectations of them. Like, we expect perfection from white people, but we expect like bullshit from black people. So it's like DMX, like, say I was the dude in charge of the trash in that neighborhood, right? That interaction wouldn't have went like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's not good. That's what I'm saying. Like, when this black kid turned black, overnight, man, it was like I was like, what the hell's going on? Why are you a douchebag? And his brother, him and his brother were like the nicest people I ever met. They were like some of the nicest people I ever met, and they were never told they couldn't hang out because of the color of their skin. It wasn't anything like that. And then all of a sudden, the one brother separated himself and became black overnight, and totally destroyed his life because he wanted to be like what he thought black people were. It was like really fucking weird, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, the worst thing you can do is leave the hood and come back to the hood. Leave black culture and then come back to black culture. If you get out of black culture, because there's a level of survivor's guilt, you know what I'm saying? Not just survivor's guilt, but there's a level of inauthenticity you feel about yourself, and authenticity you do feel about yourself when you're around blacks. Like, being from the hood or being from the projects is revered. Being down, being good in the hood, stuff like that, that's very important. But if you get away from that and then you go back, because what happens when you get away from it, you broaden your sensibilities and you change your you kind of like get soft. You kind of like it's like you lose your fastball. It'd be kind of like a guy playing football, right? A football player taking a few years off and then just being thrown into a football game day one, because there's no practice for black people. There's no practice for the black community. You know what I mean? You might be your first day in back in the black community. Somebody might just be mean mugging you and shit from across the street, and it's like it's cracking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so there's no so like you gotta it's very similar to like being quantum leaped. You remember that old show Quantum Leap?
Yeah.
Remember he would just appear somewhere. He went through this portal. He would just be somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know what I'm saying? He had to figure out what was going on with their life and how to, do it. I remember one game. Yeah, he did. He quantum leaped into a football player's body while he was running the football down the field.
Can I respond to Brian Smith? That's the gayest name, by the way, I've ever heard. Brian Smith. Did you know that I also knew Puff Daddy? Puff Daddy was the biggest douchebag I've ever met in my life, and this was before he was fucking kids and all that, whatever the hell he was doing, right?
What years is this?
This was probably 2006. He was living in Alpine, New Jersey. He was one of my customers.
He was fucking kids. Pretty sure
How
he
do you
was
know
fucking kids.
that was before he was fucking kids?
Well, I'm just saying, like, before all that crap happened, this guy was the biggest douchebag on planet Earth. He was one of those people. He would never tip. He would always dude. There was this guy. I swear to God, man, he was throwing out mattresses like every month. And if anyone's a garbage man out there, I swear to God, I went to his house one time, right? And they used to put the garbage out by the street, and there had to have been like 10 queen size mattresses, right? Stacked. And if you try to put that into a garbage truck, it doesn't pack well, right? So we would have to, it's like the end of the route. The guy never fucking paid us for it. It was always he was a delinquent, fucking non-payer. The guy had fucking millions and millions. He didn't give a shit about anyone, nobody. That guy was a douchebag, man.
Did you interact with him personally?
No. So they have property managers there, and you got to go through the property managers to whatever. He wouldn't even talk to us. One time I went through his garbage. I found this big fucking binder, and it was his tax records, what he was writing off. That guy wrote off cheeseburgers, dude, from McDonald's. He had fucking years and years of him buying cheeseburgers from McDonald's that he wrote off with taxes. This guy was the cheapest motherfucker I ever met. Biggest douchebag not that I've ever met, but dealt with. Douchebag. Hated him. Not because he was black either, because he was a douchebag.
So the Suns, they go to New Jersey. They get the hell away from New York City, huh?
I don't know if they still own that house. I don't do that anymore. I do building management in Manhattan, so I don't.
That's deep, man. That's great, man. That's awesome, man. Great stuff, man. Great stuff, man. Salute to you. Big Time says, "What up, Op? Are we doing an interview right now? Tell him it happens every day. He is one guy. Fallacy of personal incredulity. Yeah, I mean, I think you know that like your experience with black people is not the experience that most white people have with black people, right?
Brian Smith, anytime you want, Brian Smith. Anytime you want. All right? Anytime you want. 399 Beach Street, Washington Township, New Jersey, 07676. And Brian, you want my fucking phone number? You want my fucking phone number, Brian? 551-588-1616, Brian. Let's fucking do this, Brian. You fucked with the wrong fucking person, Brian. I swear to fucking God.
Who's Brian again? I missed that part of the show.
This fucking guy with the gayest fucking name I've ever fucking seen in my life. Brian fucking Smith. You fucking pussy. Fuck you.
Boy, your boy's a crash out, man. That's how you get poison sent to your address.
Yeah. And trust me, I've dealt with it all.
Why?
People come to my fucking house. You want to fucking do it? Go right the fuck ahead. I promise you, motherfucker.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
It's not the best strategy.
You you why are you like that? Like, why are you confrontational? What were you always like?
I don't like when people threaten me. I hate that.
Oh, he threatened you. What did he say? I haven't been looking at the chat.
He wants me to say it to his face. I will say it to your face.
Say what
Tell
to
me where
his
the
face?
fuck you live, Brian. Tell me where the fuck you live.
What does he want you to say to his face?
I don't know.
Okay, so tell me this. Tell me this.
Yeah, he don't know. He just
When
wants to talk shit.
when you're in the community, do you get into these types of spats with people?
All the time. All the time.
Okay. So you're quick to fly off the handle. That's just
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because you feel like you have to
I have to act Italian all the time. All the time. No.
If you're not that way, you think. I mean, well, they will. They definitely will. But you feel like if you don't act that way, they will take you. Right?
No, I'm kidding. So no, like people get so butthurt on the internet, man. It's like it's ridiculous. So I get Brian. I'm kidding with you. Obviously, I'm joking. I troll a lot. If you look at my channel.
Oh, okay.
So that's not really your address?
No. That is my address. Yeah, no. That is my address. That is 100% my address. You can look it up. I swear to God.
Hey man,
That's my phone number too, by the way. I swear to God.
You got a wife? You like married?
No, I'm fucking dude. I was just fucking dating this like 25-year-old from Washington Heights, man. It was crazy. I get a lot of pussy from the internet.
Is she
No,
Puerto
she was
the
Ecuadorian. She was Ecuadorian, dude. She was the best. Yeah.
Young.
25, man.
20.
Yeah.
Big titties, big ass. Like what
Big titties, big ass. She was a cam girl. That's how I met her. It's crazy.
Oh, you actually met
so
the
she was
cam girl.
So you was fucking with an e-girl.
It was crazy, man. I went out to friggin' Portland to go have sex with chicks all over the place. I don't even care about catching diseases anymore. It's like fuck,
What?
man. Yeah.
Man, boy. All right,
There's medicine for
I'm
it.
mad at you. Yeah.
Hey man, listen, man. This is a window into. Listen, Italians, man, a different type of white person. They're not like Germans or fucking Swiss and Swedish people. They're a little bit different, man.
I'm living the dream, guys.
White.
Guys, we live in America. Live the dream,
I
man.
ain't mad at you.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, doxing yourself like that, does that help you with the chicks too, or no?
You know what? So I got doxed a long time ago, and the intimidation and all that crap that they tried. It's just so stupid. I mean, dude, listen. I have an address. I have a phone number. I have a real name. You want to know it? What are you going to do with it? You know, the last person that tried to do something with it, I had prosecuted. You know what I mean? Like that's the way you want to go. I'll do it.
Yeah, because
trust me.
I think that I imagine I'm an easy dox myself, but I just don't. I don't want the smoke. You know, I just don't.
Nobody does. Nobody does, and you don't deserve it. But my point is that like these people that do this crap, they're always like fucking nerdy 15-year-old fucking faggots. They're like these like friggin' like these dorks online. There's never a tough guy. You never meet a tough
No,
guy.
man. This Brian Smith sounds like a tough cookie. You don't know what you're messing
look
with.
at that. Look at that profile pic.
I love you, Brian Smith. I'm sorry, Brian Smith. I was joking.
Oh shit. He backtracking already,
What would you say to his face is the question.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't talk to him. I'd probably be like, oh. There's a lot of people. I'm a good-looking guy, right? It's not that I don't talk to ugly people. Just like some people.
I can't
just
tell
like,
if the guy's good looking. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to take your word for it.
Ladies,
I'm an artist. I can tell.
Let's let the ladies. Ladies, is this a good looking guy, man?
Yeah, of course.
Hold on, let me see.
Are you showing me? Are you showing me?
I'm about to show you. I'm about to get you up there. There you go. Is this a good looking guy, ladies?
In the chat.
Ladies, is this a good looking guy, man?
I got straight teeth. I got perfect vision, full beard, muscles galore. I got money.
You look
I'm
a
not
lot like
addicted to
DMX.
drugs.
I must say perfect
Yeah,
cash.
but
like a
you're
bearded
talking about your
DMX.
money. Yeah, you lose so much of money. We asking the ladies, is this a good looking guy, man?
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm a type. Seriously, like, so when I started losing my hair, I started buzzing my head and growing a
Stereotype.
beard. Yeah, like, dude, I'm telling you, it's a type. And like, chicks go crazy over like guys with fucking not old, but the
Bald
ones
head
who
with
like it.
beard? Yeah. Bald
Yeah,
head with beard
it's
is
weird.
the look, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
that is a look.
It
That
is.
is a look that they're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's funny
I got hair
is
though.
yeah, I got hair too. I always used to rock a beard back in like 2004, 2005, before Rick Ross. And when I would go out to the club, I wouldn't really get phone numbers like that. But then I'd have
Yeah,
them
he
go
did
see.
make beards popular. You're right. No. Rick Ross made beards cracking, and James Harden
He
too.
did. Yeah, because
They brought the beards back. Facts. Because before
a
that, he
lot,
just looked old. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of women weren't digging it. They weren't feeling it. But
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
it's the thing.
They brought the beards back. They brought that shit back. Definitely, man. Shout out to James Harden. Shout out to Rick Ross, man.
Yeah.
I don't wear a beard because it makes it harder for me to put on blackface.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem.
That's a bitch, man. Goddamn, I feel bad for you, man. But yeah, this is listen, this is excellent, man. We need you to come back anytime, man. Come back
Yeah,
anytime, man.
I appreciate you.
Hey, can I ask this? Can I ask the glider? Hey,
Go
so
ahead, man.
how long you been listening to Op Nation?
Me?
Yeah.
What the fuck is a glider, by the way? I don't know what the fuck a glider is.
Oh, okay. I guess he
Not long.
he hasn't listened to
Not
to
long.
No.
that
It's
long.
the reason why I'm here, right, is because I got a strike on my other channel, so I'm going on this channel. I subbed to you a while ago. You had me up here a while ago, and you were very nice to me. And I think your channel is awesome.
I don't
It's
remember you. I swear to God,
yeah.
I don't remember you from a hole in the wall. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're really cool to me.
Did you
And
cam up? Did you cam up?
oh, absolutely.
You were
I
cammed
don't.
up? Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't remember that.
I might.
But
So
yeah.
I do different things sometimes. Like I might have longer hair or something like that. But
Okay.
yeah, you
So,
were always
yeah.
cool to me, and I was like, oh fuck this guy. Like I haven't seen you in a while, so
yeah.
I've been working on
Hey, hey, but look, to answer your question on the glider is what we call white people. We have our own language out here. We got
Gliders are white people, sons are black, and all of that.
yeah, burritos are Mexicans, and then you got your
On and on. Salute
tigers.
Tigers and sand demons, desert demons are now. That's the new word for Arabs. Let me just read this, and then we're gonna get out of here. Shout out to Big Time. He says, please move the show along. He doxed himself, and now he's talking about his D. Enough. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to come back during the day today, man. Salute to everybody, man. Any final thoughts, man?
I want to thank the great and powerful Yakub.
Salute, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'll talk to you guys later.
Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Subscribe.